as I told you many times, I've really understood mind is more important in the United States, not in Tibet. Heard, had all these informations, but never understood properly. Never understood properly. I heard about it. Yes, I'm good at it. I said, this is what Buddhists said. This is what materialists say. This is what they said. That I can do. That I can do. I learned that even in Tibet. In India, I can say that. But I did not really understand how mind is really important. It is so much so. Very simple. We do nothing without mind. Without mind's decision. We don't get up unless we want to. We don't sit down unless we want to. We won't eat unless we want to. We won't do anything unless we want to. We do nothing if we do want to do something. So all this, mind is the one who's making it. Though it looks like incident's one who's making it. No, but it's the mind. So really, someone told me, no one can tell you what you don't want it to do. And that made big sense for me. No one can tell you what you don't want to do. So it says, you are your own boss. When you say you are your own boss, you're talking about your mind. You're not talking about somebody else. Your own mind. Your own mind is your own boss. So, mind is the most important. It has to be sharp. It has to be strong. It has to be powerful. So to make you sharp, to make you powerful, to make you effective to your own life and the lives of that loved ones. That's what you needed. You want it. You need it. You want it. So if your mind is too tired, confused, and not relaxed, you can't do that. That tired donkey cannot carry a load and walk up hills. No matter whatever you do, pull from the neck, push from the butt, whatever you do, the dead, tired, overloaded donkey cannot move up hills. That is exactly our mind condition is. So first, foremost needed is relaxation. It is not that relax, do nothing. It is that mind relax, think nothing. Any thought that are coming, peel it off like orange skin. Peel it off. Give a little time. Give a little rest. Give it a chance to breathe. And that makes you a little more, even physically, relaxed better. You just give a second of rest to your mind. It affects physically that much. So that itself is also important. And plus, our mind is such, it is a capability. There is no limit. The expression, people say, sky is the limit. And that is limit of our mental capacity. Our mind is capable. It has tremendous capacity. Mind you, the mind what we have, the mind what the enlightened beings, if there is such called enlightened beings, or it is the same thing. There is no different mind. So it is the capacity of ourself, how much we've been able to use it. Then the question may rise with the people's mind. If you have such a great mind and a mind that has a tremendous capacity, and then why your mind need to rest? Because we're using very limited portion of the mind. We're not utilizing, I don't know how many percentages. The neuroscience will tell you how much neurons we're using in our mental capacity. They give you certain percentage. It's very little anyway. So that is how we're utilizing. We're utilizing a tiny little portion of our capacity, honestly. And that is the reason why human beings have the capacity to be able to become total knowledge. Because we do have the tools, the mind. We do have the physical intelligence. We do have the mental intelligence, physical intelligence, both works together with us. It is surprising watching yourself. You watch and your knowledge, your understanding increases every day. If you are sort of hands-on worker, so if you are carpenter, and you see your knowledge increases day by day, you may think you found new idea, but it is the knowledge that you are gaining within you. If you are engineer and your capacity is getting better and better, so that really shows how limitless our mind really is. Thereby, we will know that we can be total knowledge. If there is something to be known, we'll know in our mind we can be that, can be. This is, unless you're crazy, this is we see within our own capacity, how we manage, how we can do. It's a matter of focusing. Wherever you focus, you gain this. Many of you are working with your education. Some of you are now working for PhD because you have the earlier knowledge and you're gaining more and you're working for PhD, and one day you will be PhD. you'll be a doctor, so and so. So it is your knowledge is getting better. Your capacity of mind is peaking more. And then that's what they do. Those who are doing the research, what they are doing. And they're building a mental capacity as well as physical. Whatever the material, they're doing research, and they're doing research on that. Many people are not doing research on their thoughts. People are doing research on their thing. That's what I mean. A lot of our research is outlook, not in-look. If someone does it in-look research, just like we do outside, like we experiment outside with the rabbit or mice or whatever, monkeys or whatever, if we do that experiment internally, you will have big surprise. Big surprise. Honestly, we do. And we don't have that system, which is also, even then, outlook is great, but that is half knowledge. Honestly. But if you look internally, you have so much. So much. So I think it all begins with the mindfulness. If you don't have a mindfulness, you don't have a focus. If you don't focus, you learn nothing. Sitting idle, what we call it, mindfulness, normally known, is simply building a relaxation. Very helpful, very good. It's not spiritual. Or maybe you call it spiritual. It doesn't matter. Spiritual is also not inherent existence. It depends on who labels what and who acknowledges what, right? So you may call it spiritual, but not the Buddhist part that Buddha shared. That is not it. But it is very helpful. It is mindfulness. It is. It is part of it. It is part of it. Part of it. By these alone can I cut down my anger. As I said earlier, you can distance yourself from your anger. You can distance yourself from your hatred. You can distance from the obsession, jealousy, etc. I don't think it reduces or even cut it. Not cut it, I don't think even it reduces so much. But you separate it from you a little bit, distant. That is helpful because we've been tortured by those negative emotions all the time. Even you try to think right, even then negative emotions overtake. You all know. We all know that within our mind. You want to do the right thing, but you want to play some mischief within that. Always we wanted to do. That is negative emotion addiction. That's what it is. So the mindfulness will distance yourself from those addictions. When you're appealing all your thoughts, good or bad, all your thoughts you are appealing, so even the influence of negative emotions, addictions are all peeled off together. And that's why you get little relaxation and little freedom even. Because the negative addictions are torturing us, so you're peeling that off a little bit. And that's also why you have this betterment. Is this the true wisdom we are talking about? No. This is a wisdom for sure. Wisdom for sure. Not true wisdom. This is not untrue wisdom either. It is wisdom. But absolute true wisdom, what we are talking, is way beyond. Way beyond. Anyway, and I don't have much to say, but next week, my understanding is I'll be in Cleveland, and Saturday in Cleveland talking, what am I talking? The chapter 10 of Bodhisattva Chayavatara, the dedication chapter. And anything else? What else?
And then Sunday webinar.
No, but anything else in Cleveland?
That's it.
Only chapter 10.
Yeah, you weren't sure you were going to finish it even.
I think he'll finish. You know, we have a saying in Tibetan, "Gedu lak beking umris." Whether you want to make it detailed or short, it's a matter of how you start your hand or how you put it in, right? So, "Gedu lak beking umris." Tibetan used to say that all the time. "Gedu lak beking umris." Yeah. So then that's it. I will say thank you so much.